Hello again. Welcome to your lumberjack version of Tina. I guess it has like the 4th of July feels. I like it. I like this change. These developments are something I would call eye-opening. This is good. This is good. This is an awakening double time. So, it's 8:41 a.m. Welcome back, best of the best practitioners of light and love who are the most ethical, because you know what they do? They reciprocate equally. Their very best. Always. Yes. There is no wrong in that. Absolutely. No wrong. So, that's a universal love language, ladies and gentlemen, and however you identify yourselves. I am high off of a chewy double chocolate chip cookie. It's not even double chocolate. It's a brownie cookie. Not the hybrid, but the bread. It's good. The one with the morsels in it, the caramel morsels and the walnuts, and gosh, I forgot, because the last time I remember biting into it, I was salvaging it on its very last leg, biscotti level. So I remember what that was like. Yeah, but this, oh man, the texture. So I guess this new chapter is going to have its own wonderful morsels. It's just going to have, oh, so good. So good. So, yeah, I'm feeling good. I had to. I know, it's breakfast time, but my sleep has gone a little bonkers, which is, it's really not that bad, because TMI here, if you want to tune out, if you can't handle it, that's okay. But I went pee-pee this morning. And it's been fine. I've been monitoring my piss, and it's been fine, which tells me there's been no energy siphoning on the levels that I've seen in previous states. With previous employers and situations. So, I'm in a much better place, and every time I look back on, I know it's only my first week here, you know, basically starting with this new employer, but it's looking, I mean, dude, I'm seeing good things. And unlike the previous employers, especially the last one, not only do I feel protected, but I also feel safe. But I also, it's like a hybrid of, I also don't, how do I say it? I still need to keep boundaries up. People get too tempted, even when they, you know, work in the light. Some people get a little too tempted with, you know, just smart people can do dumb things regardless of, what is it? Idle hands, or the devil's playground, or something like that. Something like that. So, you know, just like, I like my situationship right now, where I'm at. It looks promising as far as opening, like, oh, dude, I didn't, when I channel, I just channel. So when I look back and it's like, okay, this is hopeful, you know, speaking. This door, this is my intentional speaking. This door is going to open route to many doors. It's like a channel of it. It's not just like that phase is done, open, close, and then another one, and then another one. It's not, somebody's trying to attack me. Holy frick. What the heck are you doing with your life? I don't know. Shoot. I was just talking about opportunities here. See, I told you, people can be so futile with their energies. And yeah, I know what to do with that. Alright. So, this door, like I said, this was like hopeful, intentional speakings, that this door would lead route to many others. And it's not even, it didn't stop there. It actually is. I see it, with its resources. Holy smackerels. I was like, I mean, I have to put my feelers out, but the way it looks and is set up, it's like, you don't just punch some things into a keyboard and it's like, oh, there you have it. You know, the amount of work that's involved in, that's invested in setting up the degree of resources, the span of it, that's not something that can just be put together in a short-sighted manner. So it was kind of like a jackpot, because like, the timing, holy freaking moly. I feel like some people would say that I'm procrastinating on working on certain things, like my court stuff, or like looking for like the ace job for me, or making this thing happen that's supposed to freaking happen. And it's like, look, I understand that there's a process to everything. So why is it so difficult to understand that I am looking for incremental upgrades? At the very least, that's all. I just went to a job interview yesterday. Yesterday morning, and it's just for something that like I could freaking easily do with my eyes closed. I mean, I'm not going to talk down on the person that I would be temporarily replacing for, you know, a leave, but dude, I'm so qualified. I have the spirit, I have the guts, I have the determination. I can do this. Like, and it's at a huge pay, like, what is it? Pay cut from, you know, what the norm is, but it's still an upgrade of pay from what I'm getting paid now. And it's like, these employers, you know, the truest ones that I know that are trying to help out are asking me, like, so what do you want? Like, it's as though as like these higher bodies, these other people, these people within the hierarchy are wanting to take note of like, what do I want? And it's like, if you want to give me free range, like, dude, what I want is something that's gonna like floor you. You know what I mean? Like, so why bother telling you what I want unless you can make that happen? And so other than that, like, I'll speak to myself, I'll speak to spirit, I'll speak to like my divine team on what I want, because they can enable that, they can make that happen. But if I'm slotting for an interview where I'm just going to be there for a few months and that's it, just asserting my expertise as a fill-in, as a bookmark, then like what is it? Like, how beneficial would it be for me to convey what I want? You know? So I speak in more practical terms of like incremental levels, and it's like, it like ousts me from getting assigned to things that like, that would create more stability, so I don't have to go through a fan of credit cards wondering, does this have enough? Does this have enough? So like, or like having little treats like my frickin' chocolate chip cookies, so it's not like, like I have to completely suffer through another round of shots, you know? And it's like, while staying sober. And it's like, dude, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? And that is what I will say that I want, just so that I could have it. What is the secret answer? Goodness. So, anyway. Yeah. It's all good, you know. I'm not angry at the people that position these questions to me, but it's like, I'm having a complex time figuring out what answer is expected of me. Because I've gone enough job interviews, and it's like, I don't know. I've gone on hiatus applying to some, and then I go hard on applying, and then it's like, I've gone to different routes in applying, and it's like, and I'm still doing this, so it's like, I don't know. It's just, some people think I should be trying for more than what I am familiar with. It's like, I just need stability. That's what I'm looking for. So if this is the highest bid that I'm getting, trust me, I'm going to be reliable. I'm not going to cast out any other lines. Like, I'll give you the respect of that. Unless you, like, do something like sexual harassment or, like, some other BS, you know? But if you're going to pay me as a regular, then I'll be that regular. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, anyway. I am through being frustrated. But, like, I have to think about these things that I'm applying myself to, even if it's just for, like, auditioning, basically. And it's like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be better than okay. I told you. New chapter. Let's see if my hair will be held by this bobby pin. All of that. I'll say, I think I can make it happen. Wedge a little here, wedge a little there. Maybe, I don't know. Not right now, maybe. Can you do? Oh, look at that. I'm freaking amazing. You're hired. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway. It's okay. I'm just talking here. Just thinking out loud. After my chocolate chip brownie cookie. And some leftover coffee from yesterday. I was hoping to ice it, but it's still kind of like lukewarm. It's still swimming in the air. So the flavors are different, but it's still good. Let me blow my nose. Goodness gracious. Get yourself together, honey. Ugh. So, I don't know what was going on. I was just like, they're like, how much notice do you need to give? I was like, this other employer is quite flexible. I just need to give them the respect of not just like, oh, I need to change up my schedule like tomorrow or whatever, you know? Yeah, offer some respect for especially what, yeah. So I just said, you know, the usual consideration. Preferably 3 weeks, but 2 weeks is just fine. And they're still flexible, but it's like I had this hour-long interview, okay? I didn't expect it to be 3 people, but there were 3 people. So I was like, normally like the old Tina would be like sweating it, whatever. But this time I was like, dude, it's just like a panel. You know what I mean? I've been up against some really cruel groups, really cruel, like heartless people who do like dark magic, more than 3 people at a time, and I've defeated them. So this is no sweat. This is just a panel. People are interviewing, so like I'm okay. I'm not afraid. And yeah, I mean, that was interesting. I just what do I want to say about that? I don't know. I just know whatever I'm going to be doing, whatever I end up, like, immersing myself in and, like, skyrocketing in, people are, my past people, oh my goodness, they're going to be so sorry. They're already feeling it right now because they're intuitive. They're gifted, and they're practicing. They're closeted practitioners. They are. But they're feeling it. They really, really are. And they know what they've done wrong on multiple occasions and multiple levels. They all know. I don't even need to talk about 100% of it. You know, I was thinking back on the previous employer that I just came from. They think that I've said, or how do I say it? The person that I reported to thinks that I said way too much, that I said a lot, you know. But I didn't. I promise you I didn't. There's so much more. But you know, things will unfold. They're already unfolding, I'm told. And it's like, how do I say it? What were we going to say about this? Angels of light and love. Welcome you to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, and my work, and that of our children's, and then some. So, what are we going to say? I guess I'm not supposed to talk about that. Oh, okay. I realized how much mercy I have. Like, there are things that I could say that would really not just tear down the reputation, but really hurt this individual. If I read into the others, I could probably do the same. But this particular one that I reported to, there are certain things that I could really say that would, it goes beyond the reputation. It would really, like it could lead to someone unaliving themselves. Not someone, but him unaliving himself. I'm pretty sure there are certain things, certain insights that I, you know, when I told you that when people try to get up into my energy, on multiple occasions and different levels, that I tend to take on their abilities. Sometimes I take away their abilities, their power, their strengths, their gifts. And it's exclusive just to their abilities, like the potency, their power. I take them on. And so, with him being so cruel, I haven't even said all of it. Oh my gosh. I realized that the things that I could say are on that level of being cruel, but it's not even like petty cash cruel. It's something that would take him down for sure. And I don't want to do that. And that's not my intention. Like, if I detailed out all of the things, that would surely not just ruin his reputation, but it would, I think it would really hurt him, and I don't want to do that. Because it's in a way that he's never been hurt before. So, yeah. Ooh, okay, so let's get some cards out. Holy smokes. Getting a little heavy here. Tarot of the Holy Light. Okay, Spirit. What's up? What do you want to tell me? What you gotta tell me? So, you know, I hope he's done with his, like, little gameplay. You know, that stuff. You know, it's like... And some of these things that I would say, it's not even, like, out of anger. I would just be truthful about everything. I could just tell you everything. And that's yeah. Okay, this one. Okay, Queen of Wands, yeah. The Witch of the deck. I don't know what kind of witch you would call me. There's a white witch, a green witch, I think there's a red witch, dark witch, sand witch. That's the one, that the sand witch likes to go to the beach. Okay. There's like 1.5% of you that found that funny. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. But yeah. She understands what disposable income is. That everything is a resource. And she's been treated very much in disposable ways. So she understands how people comprehend like how people can devalue other lives, other sentience. So when it comes to disposable income, disposable resources, and people who are downright trash to you, you let them go. You know, they're still a resource. They're going to keep the area warm. The fire can do, you know, many things. So, it's having that knowledge like right in front of you, like right beside you. Kind of in its place, pocketed information. Yeah. It's so like this anger, this rage, this volatility that's expressed within this type of energy. It's a fire in its own. So it's not like we did much to it except set it aside, kind of put it in it, like it's having a bucket list almost. But this is kind of like the naughty bucket, the naughty list. And it's like, okay, when you think of a bucket list, these are things that you aspire to doing, to going to, you know, just accomplishing in life, okay? Before you kick the bucket. And here, like, I don't even... I can't think of one thing really that's on my bucket list, except in recently talking to someone who has had experience in like artillery and stuff. I would like to learn how to shoot a gun. I would like to go to a gun range and learn. I would really like to do that. Yeah. I kind of want to jump out of a plane. You know, what is it called? Skydiving or whatever. Yeah. Parachuting, something like that. I don't know about bungee thing. Like, I don't know about that. That doesn't really interest me. But I would like to go on vacations with my kids, like to national parks. I would really love to be able to afford that. I would really like to pay off this house and still like maintain the living here. I would really like to have enough money to be able to buy my kids cars when, you know, and maintain my own. I would really like to have enough money to replace my tires and fix the alarm on my car. I would really like to have a savings account that has money in it. I would really like to those are all the things that I can think of right now. I would really like to own my own business and have it like be banging. I would really like to monetize off of what I'm doing now. So when we're talking about the bucket list, okay, it's like right now I'm working with disposable income. These resources that I'm having to filter through before I make it big, monetarily speaking, people are showing me that I'm already big stuffs. And that's sweet. That's so nice. Energetically, I'm seeing it happen. But yeah, so disposable stuff, deciphering what goes in that bucket list. Queen of Wands. And it's excellent because the hawk is looking out for her too. Oh, angelic as well. Earth angel. Okay. Anything else we want to say about this? Oh, she is partially a sandwich. A sandwich. You see? Because she's like by the shore. That's okay. Alright, there's that. Okay, split to this. I don't know why. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I would say very much rooted as well. You know, sometimes you have to claim that realm of selfishness. You have to invest in yourself, because there's only so much that others are investing in you. So, also an angel. Holy smokes, as above, so below. So, what do we want to say about this? So, why did we get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? Can we get clarification on that? The Emperor. Because Spirit says so. Spirit says it's got to be like that. When it looks like, okay, so when you're building something massive with Spirit's backing, like literally right there. This is my co-conspirator. Co-creator. This is so wonderful seeing Spirit right there. Holy smokes. I'm hearing holy spokes. So, I'm seeing wheels here. So, on both, Queen cards. So, seriously, like, if you're building some, oh my gosh, just seriously, someone is really, like, maybe a group is trying to, like, psychic attack. It's just right there. Can anybody see energetically what's happening right there? Okay, it's slowly sifting away. It's gone. So, when you're building something super massive, and people are trying to, like, siphon your energies, trying to slow you down, or trying to, like, implant their hooks so that they can, like, penetrate those ideas so that, they can make it happen. Whatever's meant for you, for me, for whatever reason, you know, those that belong in that bucket, you have to have an objective point of view. This is Hangman status. The Queen of Pentacles is like, you know, there are times that she's made unwise investments, and some of that, if you want to, like, be the backseat driver of it, and if you want to be 100% real with it, it's investing in some of those energies that hit the bucket right there. So, like, sometimes it's just caring too much about people who belong, those energies that belong in that bucket. Like, they've well exhausted, you know, their welcome. And the Queen of Pentacles really is the best mother, the most sound mother of all queens. So, when you're loving the underworld, sometimes you have to, like, know when to resist your own temptations and wanting immediately the best for others when they're clearly showing their resistance to our immediate involvement. So you gotta stand apart of it, you know? Sometimes we make unwise investments and, like, we overgive. And so you have to, like, stand apart from that. Like, what did I just do here? I added a brush stroke too many. You know, I told you this before. My high school art teacher, he said that there's no mistakes in art. You work with what you've got. You make your decisions on the canvas or whatever, and you can modify from there. So, yeah. So when you're making something big, like super duper, like you can't, unimaginable, okay? You're going to need Spirit's help, Tina. Okay. Number one, you're going to need Spirit's help. I already know that. But it's just some reassurance that there's going to be a learning process, a learning curve, in which you got to stand apart from it all and you look at the bigger picture, the masterpiece in the making. Yeah. And so we take on a dual role, okay, of doing what it takes to make this happen. You know, it's sometimes we're taking on these opportunities as blessings in disguise. And you know, although some people will say, like, oust us from certain opportunities because they think that we're overqualified or they think that we deserve better or whatever, it's like, if you really thought that, like, why, like, I don't know. I made it to the job interview, I invested the full hour, and it's like, what is the real answer here of why I'm not secured in this position as of yet? Why is it that, like, my hour is used up over a Q&A when you weren't going to hire me anyway? Like, I don't understand what this whole thing is. And I'm not saying, like, that's exactly what's, you know, transpiring, but that's been my experience, you know? And I just, sometimes you take on, like, fast food jobs, you know, and you feel lucky enough just to be able to pay a few bills in the interim until the next thing happens. Holy smokes, did you see this? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is holding that. The Emperor, which is Spirit, is holding that. It's identical. Mine has a silver band across it, but Spirit is gold bolted. So it's like it's kind of like it's co-creation, you know. It's two of Pentacles, but it's like hot potato. Like, you know, we interchange these things. Or you know what? Actually, hold on, wait. Spirit is showing me, look, Tina, you're like, we're like, they're almost like key holders, you know, like the snitch in Harry Potter, in Quidditch, basically. It's hard to catch, and it's something that just kind of like roams free, and is meant to roam like free. Many people chase it. It's like a golden opportunity. I something like that. I don't know, but it's something very divine. And gosh, people are really trying there. Okay, Lily, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what this. Okay. They're gonna get so sick. I can feel it. I can feel the aftertaste. It was more than one person doing that. Holy smokes. Okay. This is what's coming up. Oh, Two of Swords. They're blocked. They are blocked. Let me tell you. Like, swing. We talked about this. This is a whole story going on over here. Spirit says, go ahead and read it, honey. All right, 10 of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. 7 of Swords in reverse. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. the Moon card, 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, 2 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups, Strength, and then the Author Invite card in reverse. Okay, so let me see. So there's a block off over here. Oh, you know what this is? My underground crew. You know, they may be consisting of players, but players are so expansive when it comes to the underground, because it's not necessarily the underworld. 10 of Wands in reverse, that's a whole load of, that's a huge display, a huge showing of my backup peoples. My protectors that come to, like, they come from different, you know, like we have the red and the blue there. So we're looking at the polarities of, like, people who normally, discriminate against each other, basically. Like, Democrats, Republicans, Bloods and the Crips, you know, like, it's, even feminine and masculine. We're looking at the sacrifice of what it means to come together and rise to the occasion of defending and, like, standing up for people who, like, who are really your people, like, your kind, in its most, like, divine form. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For reals. Yeah. So King of Wands, they're very much, they have a massive underground crew, for sure. Undercover, for sure. They know. They know. So 7 of Swords, it's no lies, no tall tales, no fibbing. Like, we're getting rid of that. That's what they stand for. You know, like, they like what I stand for, so it's cool. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Why do we get the 2 of Pentacles in reverse here? Oh, there's a pause. Like, everything is a process, right? So there's 2 commas here, as above, so below. There's a pause in what's happening in the underground as well as here before things like ish goes down. There's, like, the quiet before the storm. That's what that is. You know why? Because the Moon card is right behind it. The manifestation of it is like, hold up for a second. And it's like, boosh. Kaboom. It's a fight. You see, it's like dog eat dog. And you see the lobster is, like, rooting them on like it's Fight Club. Interesting. Whoa. But 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot card right behind it. Why am I getting that? So this is, yeah, it is kind of like legendary, like Fight Club. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of investors involved. I think it's kind of good that I don't know the people really that are behind me, that are backing me, because maybe I would get a little intimidated. Maybe it would change up how I deliver, just because of anxieties in the interim. Yeah, I think everybody understands that on any level. So they show up. It's like a family feud. We're gonna win this one. Okay, so 2 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Discs in reverse. Why is it like that? And then the Page of Cups. Okay. This is an exclusive invite. Like, you have to be like kind of part of the underground in order to, yeah, there's something about that here. But how do I say this? These are the way to gain entry at core level, energetically speaking. These are like earth angels for sure. Because the Page of Cups also has the wings right there. And these are people who like take on risks. They're how do I say it? It's they're risk takers in a way that there's no promised return. And they're engaging in things that are not quite harmonious. So these are not the feel goods. So, but yet they're still bringing in the love. Oh, I still feel it. So, yeah, they're charging in, but these are these are people that are coming in like humbly, but they have a very strong status, and collectively, like all together, this is a massive outpour of, like a legendary group, like a banding of sorts. Yeah. What's that song? The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh my gosh. Is this Joni Mitchell? Hold on. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. You know why I got that? Give me a second. Let me write it down. I think it's Joni Mitchell. Because this is kind of like an empress right here, but she's blowing. That's in the wind. That's the strength, and they're getting the divine cues. The Page of Cups, or the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Do you see that? And so, they are also getting help, like a massive outpour from the all-seeing eye. So, I don't know. I guess I have very strong telepathic powers, in not just vocally, but in the ethers. Like when I think it's like vocally speaking it. So, it's motioning to they're hearing it, they're sensing it, and of course, there's reason to be upset, so motioning that, and then the outpour from here. So it's coming from both sides, and they're sensing that. But when these people are investing, they know that there's something respectable, like, to come from it. There's something worthy coming from it, but they don't know what it is. There's like nothing really promised, except that they know what they're doing is of a worthy cause. We've got those two there. So anyway, there's that when it comes to like people, showing up for me. So this is wonderful. That's that little like storybook, pocketbook. Oh my gosh, I felt really weird right there. Pocketbook version right there is telling me just another version of what's being built right now. Those intuitive, like, become at a to be at a level of like mastery where you're considered, no, not you're considered, but you're, you know, like the large scale companies, the biggest investors, the biggest players in the field, in the industry, it's like they're following. It's not just like connections and connection fits, but it's not just of that world, but being tapped into how do I say it? Internal MO. Like being able to see beyond what's fed, you know? So, I'm very much intuitive in those access points to be able to get there. So, this is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. So very much. That song, though, caught me by surprise. I haven't heard it in a long time. Just like the previous one, I'm gonna get it right. And it was just, it was very good, like my heart. I can feel that. Okay. What else do you want to say, Spirit? Is there anything else? Do you want to say anything to the investors? Okay, hold on. I'm told to knock it. Okay. Oh, okay, there it goes. Oh, that's good. That's good. The undoing side. 4 of Wands and 3 of Wands. Right there. So these are building true establishments. Ones that are always going to bring it. Oh my gosh, you know how lovely this is? This pairing? Even visually speaking, this is EXO. This is bringing in the love. Like hugs and kisses. This is absolute love when it comes to the arena. This is finishing cycles as it's shown. And this is a triad, like it's a 3-headed snake, which means that we're finishing, like completing cycles once and for all. This is like the magnifique version of it because it's covering your past, present, and future. So it's like it's the triad, maiden, mother, crone, body, mind, and spirit. You know, it's when you are that thorough in completing cycles and building like true establishments that will not just be a signifier of home and hearth within its estates, but also like kind of the open door policy of like that's the signature, that's the mark. So that's its true trademark beyond what money can pay for. This is dude, you can see it. You can see it. In the Wild Unknown, or is it The Wild Unknown Archetypes Tarot by Kim Kranz, the tree, it's like an evergreen, I believe, is depicted as the emperor or the father. I think that's how it. I don't know where that deck is. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to find it. To go on a little scavenger hunt. But yeah. So this is, yeah, there's that. So 3 of Wands is, your ships are gonna, like, this is, how do I say it? You know, and back in the, how do I say it? Okay, the history channel from high school, the learnings of it, are not quite as clear for me because of things that I'm not going to over explain, but, when they talk about, wars being created, in order, like the strategy of, the routes in order to conquer, or to take over, or to penetrate these realms. What is the ports? Okay, so these are how do I say it? What I'm trying to say about this is that this is an optimal area of growth, that there's always going to be basically on all levels foot traffic. Okay, so we're creating a massive imprint, not just a blueprint that goes on forever and ever and ever and ever, amen, but this is like not just a global but a cosmic imprint. These are multiple imprints that we are creating right here. The ships will always come in. There will always be delivery and exchanges conducted here. And on a very ethically well executed. Okay? Being that Home and Hearth was at its backing. This is wonderful. This is like planting spirit seed, the all-seeing eye. That's the seed that it sprouts from. It looks like more like a nest, like a building of it. This is wonderful. This is what Spirit is saying to the investors. So, basically a job well done. I mean, like, dude, seriously, XO, like, when you look at it at all levels, from Rider-Waite-Smith terms to intuitively speaking to visually speaking, like all of the symbology here, and then when you look at the summation of 4 and the 3, we've got 7 of Wands here. This is this is basically being built on a pinnacle. This is where you can see it all. You know, this is the top of the mountain type of industry. Yeah. It's being in most link with the horizon, it feels, because you're still on a foundation, but the expanse is like it's so much more broadened, and at almost like eye level. So, and getting like a taste for what the ambiance is like physically speaking right there, it gives you the vibe of what it's like out there too. You know what I mean? The air is different up here than it is down there, right? So, how do you want to say that? I don't know what else. Oh, 7 of Wands. Yeah. It's having the higher ground. Taking the higher road. Standing out above the rest. And sometimes you have to like defend that. Sometimes you have to show up and you have to be kind of like the brave heart in order to teach the other combatitors, those that are very combative, a lesson, like a little like powwow talk. You know, since you're here, since I have your ear, and since I have the higher ground, let's conserve a little bit of energy. You're gonna listen. Interesting. Virtus unita fortior. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to put that down there. Okay. Okay, so we've gone at this for a while. It's 9:40 in the morning. I think we've been at this for an hour. So bottom of the deck is 10 of Swords in reverse. No. You know what this is like? It's like swords that hit almost like a cactus. Like you're all of a sudden enjoying your bike ride, and then all of a sudden like you trip up, and then like, or there's cactus that like you accidentally like that hits like your leg or whatever. All of those that get to you, and you have to be very careful with extracting all of those like needles, because there's points from both ends, and so you have to be very careful with extracting them, because sometimes like they're fine needles, whatever the case, we're at the extraction point. Spirit says, okay, bottom of that is King of Pentacles. But there's something about like dialing. Oh my goodness. This is kind of like the King of Pentacles pulling a fake almost. That's funny. Literally, he's like pulling favors, but like undercover, you know? This is upright. These are people that are shown. These are people that are visible within their industry. They're making smart decisions. They have nothing to be ashamed about. They have nothing to hide. They're all in complete good standing. And it's not to say that the underground has something to hide, but more so, inevitably, things that they absolutely need to protect. Yeah. So for this is, I don't know why, but it's not for me to discern and fine tune like why this or that, like why people are this or that. But everyone has their reasons. So this one is like pulling favors, like almost like dialing the phone, you know, a rotary phone. I think that's what they call it. But it's like ring, 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 you know, that kind of phone. Through making calls, but they're showing up to the fight, deflecting that the Ten of Swords in reverse. So they're shooting back, almost like it's like, why am I getting like parachute? Parachute. Okay, so the root word, the prefix of para, so we have paragraph, parachute, paraphrase, parameter, paraphrase, parameter, parachute. I think something that's encompassing, right? Like a whole, like an umbrella. Paraphrase, like trying to reword something in summary. Paragraph, kind of elaborating like to the whole. Parameter, yeah, it's kind of encompassing. So when we're talking about like supporting, paragraph, paralegal, parachute, supporting, okay, supporting the encompassing value of something. So oh, that's a support system right there. That's what I was like, what is going on? Yeah. Oh, and then we have like, I didn't even read that. Holy smokes. TCM adducite, but it says separate at, you see, it says separate right there. Para. That's crazy. Can I see the other one right behind it? Mm. They're cleaning up after somebody's mistakes, somebody else's mistakes. They're helping me rectify karmic justice. So thank you. Top of the deck is Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So I don't need to stress anymore. Don't need to stress. You know this bobby pin that I put in? Like, normally I have to put in like hairpins. Like, it's crazy. You saw how long my hair is. It's crazy. Past my waist. And so like, do not underestimate, little, support systems. Okay. The Hermit. This Hermit is not in darkness, though. I think this is absolute mastery, like Emperor status in going through the dark night of the soul. So much so that this is the magician of its sorts, knowing the darkness within others and being able to manage that. So it's cosmic damage control is what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Instead of it being a snake, that's the, what is it? Aurora Borealis here. Encompassing him is the dragon spirit totem. For sure. This is fearless. For sure. Also engaging in the inner child because like there's a brooch right here and it's like a little child face right there. Okay. So now I'll put that down right there. It is Bananagrams time. Do you know what time it is? Bananagrams time. Okay, that's a lot, but okay. CELMGLGFPUUDGSATDAEWHYUOAHRBQUWAO. That is a lot of letters. I see Qbert, DJ Qbert. All right. Sade, smooth operator. Yeah. Broadway. Board. I almost saw boardwalk, but these are people that are also on the board or on boards. Broadway is very much, you know what? I didn't even know what the Tony Awards was. Like, I didn't know it. I just knew that it was also as prestigious as, but just within a different realm. So there's like for like theater, Broadway. And it's so weird because like I told them that in one of my stories on here, I put on that I would rewrite my my storyline with Broadway villains or something like that. Like, something of that sort. And that's crazy. And then the Tony Awards that just popped up in yesterday's reading, and then here Broadway, it's coming into fruition. I gotta be so careful with what I say. But it's become more entertaining. And like I said, it was true intention that change is inevitable. So we might as well enjoy it. We might as well make the most of it, which is you got to enjoy the characters that are involved. So I really like seeing this come into fruition. So we have many names here still. We have Mags, like Maggie, like, you know, that kind of. We have that kind of a nickname here. Ramsey. Allie. Harry. Wally. Uma, like Uma Thurman. We might actually have Thurman here too. T-H. No, we don't have the N. Okay. I'm seeing Dougie here, or Doug. I have no I here, but it's like, I don't know why I'm getting Dougie here. Dougal. It's the first time I've had Dougal here. Hugh. Walt. There's different names in here now than what I'm used to. Like, there's a lot of last names here that I'm not used to seeing. Ethel. Paul. Plague. Huh. You know when I said that I had like this aftertaste? Something about... I also have tongue here. Some, like, when I got those, what do you call it? The psychic attacks. That was by a group. That was by more than one person. It wasn't like petty theft. That was kind of organized crime in the ethers. That was so something about a plague hitting them. There's something that's equally just as foul that's returning to them, that's kind of divinely guided into their, like, divine intervention there.